My name is Dami Awoniyi. I'm a foreign trained lawyer from Nigeria. I actually have a first degree from Nigeria in law. I went into the United Kingdom. I went to University College London, where I have a master's in international business law. I'm also a fellow of the Chartered Institute of Arbitrators UK. In Nigeria, I worked for about 10 years with the law firm of Awoniyi LP. Awoniyi is one of the largest law firms in Nigeria. After my husband and I got married, we had both been doing very well in our professions in Nigeria. But the standard of living in Nigeria and the conditions were beginning to get worrisome. So we took the decision that we will come to a country where we could afford our children a better life than we had. My husband applied for the Federal Skilled Worker Program, and he was accepted, and we decided to move to Canada. When I moved to Canada the first time, I was really wowed. The people were very welcoming, and what struck me the most was I couldn't believe the transportation system. It was like a honor system. There was no one to stop you from getting on the train if you didn't have a ticket. There was this trust system. People trusted that I would have it, and it was quite impressive for me. Before we came to Canada, we actually got an offer, and we were so confident that things were going to go as planned. Unfortunately, because we came at a time when there was a bit of a recession in Alberta, the project was put on hold, and so it took my husband a while to get a job. I also had difficulties trying to get a transitional job because I knew that I wasn't going to be able to start working in my field immediately because I had to do my exams. So I started trying to find a transitional job, but I was overqualified, or I was told I was overqualified, and no employer wanted to take a chance on someone who was going to just pass through. They wanted to be sure that they would employ someone they could rely on to stay with the organization. And so I decided to focus on my exams and volunteer. When I couldn't find a transition job, I decided I was going to put my time to good use. So I decided to start volunteering. I had gained a lot from the system as a new immigrant. I was happy with the way I had been accepted, the resources available to me. And I thought, I would like to give something back to the community. And so I went to Immigrant Services Calgary. I also went to Calgary Legal Guidance, and I signed up to be volunteers, and I started volunteering. And I was a volunteer admin volunteer at the evening clinic. So I would do a bit of intake. The intake was done already, but I would interface with clients and the lawyers, and it was a good experience for me. I learned about Canadian workplace culture. I became familiar with how offices were run in Calgary. I became comfortable with meeting people and talking. So I'd researched and found out about Immigrant Services Calgary. So when we came to Calgary, within a week, I think, we had visited the Immigrant Services office, and we met with a settlement counselor. He told us about resources available to new immigrants. He actually gave us a letter with which we were able to get bedding, and told us about mentoring opportunities with the Immigrant Services Calgary. So the mentorship coordinator linked me with the Calgary Region Immigrant Employment Council. I met with the executive director, and he was happy to take me on as a mentee. I had to sign up for the CRIAC mentorship program, which I did. He told me about the non-law opportunities and the law opportunities. He told me about the steps I needed to take. He also connected me with someone from the Law Society of Alberta who spoke to me about the things I needed to do to be able to reestablish myself, which included writing the NCA exams. So after writing my exams in May, I decided to just go ahead and apply for an articling position. I applied to a lot of agencies, but I was called to a lot of law firms, but I was called by the Calgary Legal Guidance. I attended the interview, and I was able to get an articling position. The advice I would give internationally trained professionals coming to Calgary is to open your mind. So I would advise to open up to the culture, soak up the culture, take up opportunities that come your way, and don't be discouraged by the little difficulties that you face.